Hey guys, and welcome back to the Talos Principle Roads. We're gonna keep on going. We're gonna go to world number 4. And with world number 4, I mean we're gonna go around world number 4 as we've done with every single other world so far. Because you never know. I pretty much ran all the way over here last time just before we stopped playing, but I didn't actually circle the place, and you must be diligent in your encounters. You must always find and search and find and search and search and find. I could just start a new life on the edge over here. That'd be pretty cool. There's another island I can reach over there. That actually has the jump pad I can reach as well. Yeah. I might as well just go there. I want to go do the bouncy bounce. It's calling for me. Anything else cool on this island? Or nothing at all? I'm gonna go with nothing at all. Let's just go. Let's do the bouncy oh, that nearly killed me. But I'll just keep doing the bouncy bounce and see where it ends up. Am I continuously gonna hit the rock, or will one of these make me fall off and kill me? That would suck, but so far the rocks are pretty good in doing what they have to do. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. We seem to have reached the end of the road, though there is an island underneath. So, yeah. And we're just gonna keep going back and forth. There we go. And the tetraminmin. And another teleporter. Interesting. Very interesting. Is this a starry one? This is a starry one. Well, it's been a while since we got to start one of these puzzles by having one of them tetramiminos after all. So, you know, it's about time that we go back to the olden days. The olden days of Talos the Principles. And once again, try our best at failing at how these puzzles are supposed to be done. Because quite frankly, I still don't know what a good solution for these things are. I still don't properly know what the whole logic behind it is, honestly. But we'll probably figure something out. Right? Right? Yeah. We'll probably figure something out. That was actually not that hard. That was doable. I did it with my face. Let's go inside. That's a loading screen. And there's just another world here. Just entirely filled with more puzzles. I'm guessing these are the puzzles that'll get you the sigils to go into that one door, which we've never been able to go into. Huh. Another monitor as well, which, you know, just a monitor, but still. Kind of looks like one of the messenger islands as well that we have seen in the main game.
Or in my Serious Sam 3 survival video.
But, yeah. It's really big again, though. Like, every single one of these worlds so far has been so big. And then there's, you know, the edge. And from the look of things, I'm not allowed to, go extravagantly far away from the world this time around. But still, a lot of puzzles. Don't know if there's anything interesting to look at here, but we got ourselves a whole cornucopia of trees. Got ourselves some rocks, got ourselves some nice music, got ourselves some popping. You know, the general things that you look for in a new world. The kind of, the specific things you're looking for. Just trees, rocks, and popping. That's what we need. So I'm guessing this is just pretty much the edge, and when I hit the corner over here, roughly, I'm gonna have another in the beginning that were the words. Some pretty rocks. Look at how pretty these rocks are, / trees. Doesn't that just look nice? Isn't that the nicest looking rock tree you've ever seen? I think that might be the nicest ever looking rock tree I've ever seen in my life. Truly. Never before such beauty been witnessed. I wonder if you could jump into this puzzle somehow. It does look jump in-able. So there's potential. But I'm not sure if there's really anything outside these puzzles. It's just a lot of edges. It's a pretty background for sure. I would enjoy climbing those mountains were I given the opportunity. But for now, we're just gonna have to accept that I think this is just a small extra area with puzzles in it, because I think we've just about gone in a full circle. Yeah, there's the waterfall again. Unless there's just nothing on the edges or something, but I don't know. I don't know. Gibby anyways. Let's do some puzzles. Let's just do a part where I just actually do puzzles instead of wander around forever. That's probably a good idea. What's this? Rocks. More rocks still. Basically just a large quantity of rocks is what we're looking at here. Not especially large amount of different things, just laser things from the look of things. Like not even boxes. And maybe jammers, I guess, but that's it. That's all we got. So let's go into this one. Transfer. And there's actually sigils now, yeah. So this must be for the thingamabobs. You know the one. The one that goes bobs. That's how you reach the end. Well, that was easy. Now I just need to jump over this here fence. And then we're done with puzzle number 1. No problem. Look at this. Look at how good I am at puzzles. If people were to pay me to do puzzles, they'd have to pay me a pretty large sum. Because I just solved that one. And there you go. Well, this puzzle does look a little bit more complicated than I originally anticipated. Maybe? I think it might be more complicated. I'm not sure if it's more complicated. Can I hit that? No, I can't hit that from here. I didn't think. Is that hitting it? I'm not 100% sure. It actually kind of does look like it's hitting it. If I... like if I just do this... No, will it? Yeah, it will hit the thing. So I might need to, like... I mean, this doesn't really help us. it doesn't really do anything, but you know. It's the thought that counts. And that's what I care about. Okay, so the puzzle's called transfer. I'm not really sure if that's really a helpful word for this particular puzzle that we're doing right now, but still, things are being transferred in some way, shape, or form. Would I not just be able... Oh. Okay. I mean... yeah, alright. Yeah, no, okay, so that was a puzzle. It contains some lasers. Good. Quality. Alright. Let's... This one doesn't even have... I was gonna say... this one doesn't even have really controllable lasers. It turns out that activates the thing that just very much killed me indeed. So, okay. That's good to know, I suppose. Alright, so we got that. We can do another one. Nice. That's nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Would I... How nice is this? This is not exactly the biggest amount of space I have available to me right now, is it? Like, I wouldn't be able to just jam this. Like that. And then... jam that one. And then, like, do something like this. I'm gonna say that the answer to that is probably not. And also, that's probably not intended. So... how about... instead, we mess around with this for a bit. GM. I mean, this does definitely activate some turrets. Not sure if that's what I'm really going for here. It also turns off the last laser, though, so that's kind of cool. It's kind of swell. Can I hit the other one from here? No. Need to be on the other side. Would I be able to survive just running? No. If I've even one of these bothered, then that's the end of that. But... oh, I know what I have to do. I think I get it. What I have to do is, like, jam that one. Then jam that one. Stop jamming that one. And then jam this one from here, because then it'll... yeah. Alright, cool. Basically, the thing that was bothering me in the previous puzzle was used to solve this one. You know, I'm getting places. I'm learning. Finally. After, like... over like 40 hours of this game, I'm finally figuring out how the game actually works. So that's gotta count for something, right? That's gotta count for something. My phone just made a noise. Ignore it. It was not an occurrence. So what we got here? We got ourselves some lasers. We can make lasers go from this side to that side, so that's pretty cool. Because then we can make something like this. And And then this is definitely something we have right now. And that's pretty cool. That definitely led to a shape. If we want it to be Laser Zorro, we have the option. However, I'm actually not really wanting to be Laser Zorro. Surprisingly enough. This may shock some of you. Some of the more young viewers out there who've always wanted to be Zorro. You may be shocked and appalled, but it is the truth. So most likely, I think I get it. I think I understand. I basically just do a little bit of the old this and that. Then this might get me stuck actually. Yeah, it doesn't actually work either because it doesn't actually do this thing very well. If I do something like that, I think I basically have to do this, but exactly opposite. So if I, because that's the first door, and if I then just do that for the second door instead. So we just make everything stop. So we have like this. Let's I need do I need to be on that side? I think I need to be on this side for this. Did I do like these? And then point all these at these, and then it should activate that one. Yeah. So what we do is we and then completely lose our train of thought. Is this still pointing at things? No. Oh boy. Oh boy. Does this work if I just do this? No. Maybe if I keep it pointed at the other thing though. Maybe if I keep that pointed, at least that, then maybe I can run fast enough to activate it all. If I do this, does this eventually turn on the no? Alright. I got stuck on I got stuck on the thingy thing. This is tricky. I would have thought this would work, but actually the thing's in the way. I can't run fast enough. I cannot run fast enough, and it is a problem. I think I'm just about the right solution though, but it's just like, just not quite there yet. So stop that. And then that's still in the way, isn't it? Yep, that's definitely a thing now. I can confirm. Something's definitely thingying right now. I think just a second ago I was like an inch away from the solution, and then suddenly everything went wrong, and now I can't get my lasers in the right spot anymore, and it's really bothering me. It's really bothering me. If I keep this here, can I then point this one and that one and that one and that one, put it here, and then run? Okay, that does, yeah, that does do the thing that I'm actually trying to do this entire time. So this is probably what I need to do, but it's like I can barely not reach it. It's like barely going wrong. And it's sad. It's sad. I'm gonna try it a couple more times at least. Maybe I'm just running badly. Maybe that's what's going on. Because that's entirely plausible. That I'm just like barely doing the running part wrong. But I think that maybe not. Maybe not. This is not working out at all. I think like it does look like the solution though. But it's just I'm just barely too slow to reach the area I'm trying to reach. So how about what I could do is put a laser over here. And then have that point at that. What do you mean, do? Oh. That's why it do. That's why the do happened. That's why that happened. Stop. Okay, we're reaching problems. We're reaching problems in our lives currently. But what if I now turn on the door? Yep, that's definitely an occurrence. Can confirm. I may need to reset this. I think I've made it too big of a mess to be able to actually rectify this problem that I have gotten myself in. Does this block a bunch of stuff? No, that just only blocks myself. Okay. Just pointed at everything for a bit, alright? I'm surprised that oh, right, because I'm blocking the laser with that. Oh my god, this is... I didn't even think that would be possible, but it is, apparently. Well, whatever, at least I can get this back if I so desired. So, the blue laser is for a while no longer in the way, and as noise. Don't suppose I could just go around the thing. That would be stupid. That would probably make me at least a little bit mad. If I could actually just put in the laser here and one over here and have that be enough, but I'm pretty sure that's not possible. I don't know if I can hit... This is another one of those instances where I'm not really sure if I can hit these things from here, because it, like... It targets it, I think. No, I'm talking to that. Alright. That's different. That's very different. But this is probably something that I'm having to do, though, maybe? That I have one in the middle there. This is a bit redundant. Like, this doesn't need to be this complicated, but... I just have, like, one in the middle... Shooting a laser? I'm not really sure if that works out, actually. Because the red laser needs to go crissy-cross. Does it need to go crissy-cross? How crissy-cross does this need to go? Because if I don't need to go super crissy-cross, then this is not so bad. But I think I have to go pretty crissy-cross. Or... Oh, I think I got something. I think I may have gotten something with me brains. If I then tell you to do this, but I also, oh my god, like I wanna have a laser in the middle that'll block the red laser and give me the blue laser on that one, maybe? Yeah? If I then do this. Not that. Not that. If I do this, can I then, henceforth, is this thing that exists in the world? No. No, this just gets me very stuck in the middle of these two platforms. That's not what I desire. That's not what I desire at all. I could make a big spider web out of this. What does this do? Very little. Unsurprisingly little. But very little nonetheless. If I just... Oh man, this is tricky. I don't like that. Wah. I don't know what to do with my life. If I have it like that, maybe. Then I can... just point everything at everything. And block off the world, which does literally nothing. Yes. Yes, that's what I was going for this entire time. Yes, good. I don't know, this is tricky. I don't really know what I'm trying to do here. I guess one thing I'm trying to do is not have one just be completely stuck. That would be a good step one, I think. That would be a good step one. Maybe I'm just trying to do this way too complicatedly. Like that it's more just like something like this. And oh, hang on. If I put you here, and then have you just be behind here. Because then I could probably block this one off. And have it work, maybe. I don't know. Maybe whatever. Let's see what happens if I do this. Don't point everything at everything. Okay, at least point a little bit of something, but... Oh. This might actually make the running strategy work. Weirdly enough. Oh god. Yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I don't know anymore. My brain has been confuzzled. Oh, does this work actually? If I do that, to tell you to become blue. Stop. Just stop being red. This is all I want. What is this puzzle called again? Maybe the name. Temporal solution. Yeah. So I probably do want something that, like... something in the middle and the... We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Give it a minute. Does this work? If I tell you to point at that... no, that doesn't work, does it? No, that doesn't work at all. What a silly thing to think that will work. Because I'm trying... Get it? You get me? Do you get... I just need some way to stop it. I could just try this again. Like, that's an option that I have. That I just tell this thing to go at it. I can do this. Like, I can block the laser differently. And then I do have this as a situation right here. That's pretty neat. I can get that thing to stop it if I just block that laser. Like, there's gotta be some laser blockage going on at the end of this. But I just don't really know how to properly place the laser imagers in a way that it works at all. Yeah? Yeah. If I... I'm doubting this is gonna work, but... Yeah, that thing's definitely still just in the way when I do that, so that's not really a solution, is it? No. No. Not at all. Maybe if I just have one, which is never touching either of those two. Yeah? But I've tried this, and I can't get that to work. I don't know. Does this do something cool? Not particularly. It focuses more on that one and that one. That doesn't really work. I may have to jump cut to a solution here. I'm just doing the same thing over and over. This is ridiculous. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Wait, hang on. This doesn't work, does it? I wonder if that works. I've never tried that before. I don't think it does. I don't think it actually hits it. But wouldn't it be cool if I could just stand in between these two? Put it down? Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? Because it hits it. It would be so cool if that would work. You could probably do some cool stuff with that if that did work, but you know, it's not intended behavior, is it? It's not intended. It's not what they wanted you to do. I just don't know. If I place one here and place another one next to it, which goes blue, then I definitely have two lasers, one of which goes to the red one and one of which goes to the blue one. I can confirm this much. So that's good. Where's the other laser thing? Where's me third one? There it is. It's there. I mean, this is a thing that is a thing. But it doesn't help me in any way, seemingly, shape, or form. And that is a problem. What happens if I do some... Just point at everything, whatever. That's right. I have 1,000,000 blue lasers now. No one was prepared for that one. Yep. No one was prepared for this one right here. But now I definitely have a pretty large quantity of red lasers. That's my disposables. But it does not actually help me in any way, shape, or form at all. Once more. Once more, the helpingness is not here. And I don't really know how to get beyond this point. This is actually the actual first puzzle, I think, where I don't know what to do. Where I just genuinely have no idea. You know? The first real puzzle where I am completely stumped. Who knew that it would one day happen? Who knew that one day we get to a point where no one knows what to? When no one knows what to. That doesn't work. I mean, this is a cool little red-blue laser I got going on here. So that's pretty neat. Is this useful for something? Can I do any cool things with this? Can I tell you to... Can I maybe block you like this? Like me do some cool block images? I don't think I can do any real cool block images. I mean, this is pretty cool. I think that's a pretty cool looking thing, but... it just doesn't go anywhere. Like this. What if I do this? That just blocks red. I guess I'll just try this one like just a couple more times. If I then do this, can I maybe block the other laser like this somehow? Just have an extra little bit of redness in my life because I'm pointing a red laser just sort of in the way of things. Yeah, because then I'll be closer to where I need to be in the end. And that's good somehow. Just point it at everything, whatever. Well, this is new. And if I then have like a whole bunch of blue lasers coming here. Or a bunch of red lasers. Or a whole bunch of blue lasers over here. Just somehow I need to stop that. I just made myself completely stuck, didn't I? I may have made myself entirely and completely stuck right now. That may have been a mistake. One could argue that this is a mistake that was made. Because I'm pretty sure I can't actually go anywhere anymore from this point on. Oh, wait. Okay, so that does stop it. Which, how am I doing that? I actually need to have both lasers as well for that. Man, isn't this complicated? Can I make some other weird combination of lasers where I don't just block red? Or blue, rather? I do have some extra time to walk around when I do it like this, at least. But this doesn't do anything. Like this, the red laser is just very, very good at just being very much not the way I want it right now. One thing I could try is... stop that, because I think I can do this from here, yeah? Yeah, alright, so I have some options, I guess. But can I actually completely block the red laser at all? And have the blue laser still come through? Because I'm thinking no. I'm thinking there's some definite no-nos going on. Is it because the laser in the middle? Is it if I stop that laser being in the middle, does that do any cool stuff at all? Because if I do this now... no, that actually just blocks both lasers. Okay, but if I do this now... and if I do this now... oh. Okay. I did it. What a weird solution, wow. I'm sort of surprised I actually even ended up getting to it myself. I was really thinking, man, am I really gonna have to look up a solution for this or something, or just go to a different puzzle for a while or something maybe, but that was just random guesswork as well. That wasn't really any skill-based deduction or anything. It was really just doing stuff and then going, oh, alright. That worked, I guess. Cool. This one's called binary, which I'm guessing is gonna open and close things somehow. There's a jammy jam. So that's cool. There's another 2 connectors. And I need a blue one. And maybe a red one? Do I need to have both connectors here? Do I need this bouncy thing? What does this bouncy thing do exactly? It blocks lasers. Oh god, this is gonna be complicated again. Why does everything have to be so complicated? Jeez. Doesn't need to be so complicated all the time. God. Man. Alright, let's just first try to get a laser. Here. And see what happens. See if anything happens at all upon this thing. Is this going to be another one of those puzzles where I'm going to have to use the stupid bouncy thing to block the one incoming laser and have it be like, I'm going to have to make it be like, wah, don't I? Although I want to have both. I'm guessing I want to have both things active at the same time, don't I? I guess I don't really need to point out that anymore, at least, but I think I need to have both switches activated, do I not? I think I do. What is this for? Man, all these puzzles are doing things that I'm not used to in my life. I don't know how to handle these situations. I don't know how to think. Alright, so how many lasers do I have? I have 4. Yeah? Yeah, 4 and then 1 jam. So, logically speaking, I would then have 2 that go red and 2 that go blue. But how? I don't suppose it's just something that just turns off this barrier. That would make life a lot easier for sure. For sure it would. It would. What does this do? Does this do anything? It gets rid of that one. And the red one gets rid of that one. So, alright, I have a hunchy cluesies. But it's gonna be a pain in the butt, isn't it? I have a hunchy cluesies. And the hunchy cluesies point at that. It points at, oh, not like that, but it points something along the lines of this. And something along the lines of this. Okay, yeah, so it does turn it red after a bit, so that's good. But I don't think it turns it on long enough right now, but it will probably be something along the lines of this at least. This one makes a lot more sense to me for some reason. This one's a lot more readable to my face. I forgot to point it back at that one again. Good job, me. And I probably just need to fiddle around with... Oh, I already did it. Never mind. Okay, good job. This is like such a weird sequence of puzzles. There's just one where I just couldn't figure it out at all. And then just all the other ones is like, oh, alright, I figured it out instantly, but no real problems to my brains at all. Good job. And it's just a weird contrast between all these puzzles, honestly. It's very weird. Small space, big solution. Let's make a spider web. Let's do these things one at a time. What do you do? Do you turn off that? You turn off that. Do I want you to turn off that? Probably. Probably. What does red do? What do I do with red? Where is red? There is red. I found red. Red is found. I found red. I know what to use red now. I'm gonna put you over there. Hello. I'm gonna have you point at that one. Very good. Yes. Yes, this is what I want. This is my greatest desire. It is not my greatest desire. I have lied to you all. I am a big fat liar. What? What? What do I do with this? How I get rid? Oh, I guess I could just leave, but... How do I get red? Or do I get red by something along the lines of this? Where I'd like put it over there. And then I tell you, wait, get red. I can't actually get red from here, can I? No, that doesn't work. Why would that work? That's a ridiculous idea. I don't know how to laser anymore. I have lasered too much in my life. I do not know how to do. Do not know how to do any more laserings. It looks like I can only really get it from here though. Unless what I could do... Can I... Would this be a thing that I could do maybe? This could be cool. This is the potential of coolness. There's some real cool potential going on. If I like do this. But then that gets in the way, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I need to point out the red thing somehow, but simultaneously I don't really have any way of doing it. Can I do this? I mean, this is new. I'm definitely blocking off the world right now, but it's not what I want. It's not what I want. I don't think this works. Not currently. Not in its current state. This current state is terrible. Hate it. Can I do anything with that? Can I touch you? What do touch you do? What does that do, actually? What does this thing do? Let's figure that out. So, can you... Like... Of course that don't work. There's a laser in the way that I can't currently get rid of easily. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? That's what I question. That don't do much. That don't do much at all. Man, am I gonna have to get stumped again? Am I gonna just have to get a laser piece from a different puzzle and cry myself to sleep every single night? Because this is... there's only so much I can do. You'd think that I'd run out of solutions fairly quickly. But no. I mean, I do think there is some truth to this one right here. But I can't actually control that at all. I can merely point a laser at it. So, I guess what I could try is have that be there and then be like, yo... That doesn't really do anything, does it? No. Man, these puzzles range from instant solution to like, I have no idea what's going on in my life. And I don't know how to deal with these feelings because it's just like, what is going on? How do I get thing in thing? Is this another one of those laser blocky things? It was like small space, big solution, yeah? Yeah. Well, this is, I mean, it is a pretty small space, I guess, but... What is this actually? Is there another? There's another door there, alright. So I need to have that at some point. Having the third one would be swell. Can I just pick it up? Can I just grab it with my little grabby hands? Like, come on. Huh. If I could crouch, this puzzle would be a lot easier. Just go through this. Puzzle solved. Everyone would be like, wow, you're a puzzle master. How do you do these? How do you do these? And I'll be like, I don't know, man. It's not something anyone can just do from the day they're born. But I do. What do I do with this? Like, I wish I could do all these things that I'm trying to do here. I wish I could just be there. Can I be there? Can I just jump on top of this laser switch? That would help me out so much. If I could just stand... Oh. You know what? Hang on. Let me just... stop this. That was really starting to get on my nerves. The constant sound of... like, continuously. It was really starting to get to me, and I just needed it to be away for a bit, but... Like, is this something, some weird nonsense I can do somehow? Doesn't really look like the kind of weird nonsense I want to be doing. Because I don't think this actually does anything. No. No, this very much still blue. Very much still blue. So is this something I can do actually? If I like pointed at both of those? And then do this a little bit more manually. I wish I could stop this blue laser without stopping the blue laser, you know? If I pointed at that as well. I just pointed at everything, whatever, I don't care anymore. Maybe if I can block that laser somehow, but I don't know how. Oh wait, hang on. Can I actually do this? And then stop you for a bit. Like somehow I need to keep this active. Well, if I just put you over there, because then you'll always be great, right? You'll always be great. You'll always be what you've always wanted to be. You're the power. Yeah. Because then I could do this. Alright, cool. We're getting places. We're getting places. After all these long years of crying. There we go. Places have been reached. You could call this a pretty big solution for such a small place, if that was the kind of terminology we'll use. Because then I could just continuously go back and forth between these two, yeah? Yeah. So I can't actually go back here again. Then I need to get the red there somehow. Where? Ooh. I'm guessing this is going to be done in a similar fashion, but... Can I actually... Hang on. Can I actually just point it at everything? Just point it at that, and that. Would this work? And then I can be like, actually, I want it to be red. And then... through some magical way of believing in yourself, turn this blue again. That's the plan. I'm guessing if I just do a similar thing here, like do something like this maybe, then I can... This won't work, will it? This won't actually work, will it? Because I'll just close again. I'll just close again. I mean, I can't go back here, I suppose. I guess I could try pointing at that as well. Let's see if this works. Whatever. Let's just try some stuff, you know? Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. Point it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's everything I can possibly point it at once. And then we make it red. And yeah, this is definitely a thing that we have right here that is definitely not doing anything at all. Stop it. You're not actually doing anything. I mean, this is probably good for something, right? Maybe I can use this laser somehow, just really easily, like that I just missed this entire time. Is this something I can just do? Is this... I mean, this is really going everywhere at once. Is it even necessary to go everywhere at once? Or... do I want you to go everywhere except for one place at once? Like this. And then have this one... Huh? Yeah? Yeah, think about it. Because now, I have a big spider web where I can't actually do anything with this. That's perfect. Yes. Very good. This is what I want. This is what I want to see. I mean, this is just very unhelpful. This is very unhelpful. I'm not really sure what I'm accomplishing here. Oh, this could accomplish something, maybe. Could it accomplish anything at all? Ever? Is this actually anything that could accomplish anything at all? I'm not sure if it can. I may have ruined everything just now. There is a very real possibility. Okay. Good start. Good attempt. Very good attempt. I'm very proud of myself right there, right now. Alright, you are going to there. You're gonna point just everything for a bit until I figure out what to do with my life. Just point at everything, whatever, I don't care. That's fine, I'm not mad. Do it. That gets me these. I could put something here, I guess. Would this work, maybe? This is a bit of a wacky solution, but I'm wondering what it would do. I'm wondering what if this does anything. I don't think it does. I don't think this actually accomplishes a single thing at all. But it does look quite shiny. And that's also pretty important. That is also a pretty important detail about this right here. So, you know, we got that on ball. We got that going for us. We got a very shiny solution to something that isn't actually a solution to a problem at all. Can I somehow get red here, there, now, maybe? Here, there, everywhere? Believe in yourself. Well, this won't do anything, but still, it will look nice because I'm not pointing at anything red, am I? That's just a silly thing. I'm just being a silly Billy. I need to learn how to deal with all this red in my life. How do I deal with all this red? Maybe there's some weird place I can stand that I can hit things somehow. Yeah. Does this do anything? Is this a thing that does anything at all? Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm fairly certain that does not accomplish a singular thing at all. But hey, we moved something. That's got to count for something, right? I feel accounted for. What do I want to do here? Why does everything gotta be so hard? why is every puzzle in this game always have to be so difficult? I just need to open this singular blue switch somehow, and I don't know how. I am once again in this position of I don't really know how to deal with these emotions. And maybe I can actually just have two in the middle here that just point at stuff. Have that one take care of that? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? That's not a thing, is it? Oh gosh. Is this a thing? I'm really uncertain if this is a thing or not. Because I'm willing to bet that this is not actually a thing. But I'm willing to try everything once, I guess. Don't connect it to that, though. Can I point at that right now? And does that do anything? No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything at all. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I mean, this just gets in the way of everything, doesn't it? I mean, I opened that one now, so that's new. I don't even know how I did that. Like, how? What is even going on in this world? Let's do this. Let's do a new one. Let's just do the every color solution, which shouldn't actually do anything. Yeah, that is definitely a thing. We just made a whole lot of colors. That one only points at that one as well, isn't it? Alright, let's Let's do the get out of this room solution. The big solution. That's the big one right there. That's the big one right there. So I can't turn off that one. It's just, I don't know what to do. These laser puzzles get on my nerves. This is way, like, laser puzzles for some reason and just destroy my brain way more than any of the other puzzles in this game. And I'm not sure why. There's so much you can do with lasers. Can you do this? Huh. Can I do that? Can I do something like this, maybe? No. No? No, probably not. Everything gets in the way when I try to do that. Maybe I do have to do something like that, though. But I'm not sure how that's gonna work. How about you point at red for a bit? How about you point at red for a bit? There you go. And then I just get in the way of everything. How about you point at red for a bit while standing over here? Yeah, that's nice. That's good. Hello. Can you, like, you're kind of in an awkward spot there, Mr. Laser Friend. You're like in the worst spot right now. I might move you. I think I have a clue and a hint, but I'm not sure if I do. Maybe this will work better. It's just, I don't think I should point at that one right now. Actually, that shouldn't matter right now, should it? I don't think it should. I don't think this makes a difference. Hello. You point it there. Then you stop. Now I got two over here. Isn't that just swell? And in fact, I'd say that's pretty swell. Don't point at that. I'd say this is pretty swell indeed. What is... Oh god. This is the most frustrating moment of my entire life. Stop being blocked by everything forever. I mean, this is very loud. This is a very loud solution I've made here, which is also not a solution to anything currently. Let's just make a lot of lasers everywhere. Oh god, that's horrible to look at. That's very horrible to look at. Is any of this even viable? Oh man, I've made a big old mess. I made a big old mess and I don't think I can actually go back there again now. At all. Good job, Gar. You're a master puzzler. Master puzzler. One of these days, man. One of these days. It'll work out. I promise you all. I'm gonna just set this up again real quick. Okay. This is where I left it last time before everything went wrong. So now I can actually just move this. So that's swell. And I can still get out of here as well. Which is also quite swell when you think about it. I guess I also don't need to point at that anymore then, which is kind of probably good because then that won't get in the way forever and then everything doesn't break anymore. Okay. I'm not bitter. Not mad. So do I just keep pointing it at... Oh no, then... Wait, what is... Where do I get with this? This does get me a little bit further at least, but it still leaves me with a red laser major that I need to hit there. Okay. Alright. Okay, so if I remove this, that will just close everything. But do I... hang on. That... haha, I knew that. But if I no longer use that like that, then I can move this. And everything falls into place. Except for this. Unless this is another one of them things where I can just like, hey! Okay. Okay, we're getting there. It's just this now. Which is, I mean, I have a connector available. Would I just be able to tell this thing to stop being a butt and just be like, yo? Oh. That makes more sense. I don't know how to feel about these laser puzzles. I don't know. Like, I will admit, in between setting it up again that one time, I looked at the puzzle for about 4 hours again, but you know. Just without doing the speaky speaks, it lets you look at the puzzle for a little bit longer without having to worry too much about commentary and things, and that does help. I think actually saying words makes you a lot less focused on anything you're ever doing in your entire life. But why does everything have to be laser puzzles? Because I can't do very good speaky speaks during a laser puzzle. This one's called Raymania. You know what that's gonna be like. You know exactly what that's gonna be like. There's so many laser majables here. I'm gonna have to get so many lasers. Each one of these has a laser majables. And the thing's all the way over there. And I can't even use my jammy jam from the look of things because... well, at least not immediately. Well, at least not in the end, because at the end I'll have to open this door as well. It's just like, nah. Why do you have to be so cruel? Can't I just jam this door to make it open? Because that's how jammers work. Actually... Oh, this one only needs one blue laser. Alright, that explains that. So I guess that's a start. That's a starting area right there. That's a place where you start. Because then... Oh god. I have a red laser here. I can do something like... Make a corner over there. I can make a cool shape. Cool shapes are pretty sweet. I don't know if this is going to get in the way though. I do think that's... gonna end up being a problem, but for now let's just say that we have something like this, and that leaves us with more lasers. Can I actually just not point this at just everything? What happens when I point this at everything? That's always a good way to start life. Oh, this one only needs one red as well. Oh nice, I like my reds. And then just point that at that, and then just get a blue laser from... Hang on, does that work? No, that there is definitely some things in the way when I do these. There's a problem. I was wondering where the problem lies. For a very brief moment in my life, it just seemed like hope was there in terms of being able to make a laser go to a place. But then all hope was immediately lost shortly afterwards. But if I do something like this, and then... Oh, the red laser's coming out. Blah, 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 blah. I need a... Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, does this work? Huh. Oh, but I need to get the red laser there somehow as well, because otherwise this turns off everything. That turns off everything. That's a problem. Where does a little boy like me get a red laser in this economy to keep this open? Because from where I'm standing, can't be done. It's impossible. It's impossible. It can't be done. There's simply no way. There's simply no way. If I remove that, like this one only needs one red laser as well. Maybe if I go around this for a bit. Like what I could do is just have you go in this direction for a bit, yeah? Then have you just stop being who you are for a bit. Just change your identity into a red one. And then I have the red one open and the blue one open. And if I then do the old switcheroo, if I actually just do this, and then have the blue be like this, but I also need the blue there. This is complicated. I don't like this complication. I could stop jamming that. Then I have this blue coming out of there. This isn't actually doing anything anymore. So maybe I don't need to do that. But what I do have... If I just... Nah. How nice is this? Is this nice? Is this the level of niceness that I'm going for right now? Because... I don't think it is. Jammy Jam. Come jam with me. Come jam, let's jam away. Oh, what a lovely day. To jam away today. Though I might need to point some stuff at other things, but let's just see if this works. It'd be the dumbest solution in the world, but it would be hilarious if it did work. Of course it doesn't work. What am I thinking? I need more complicated loop-de-loops in this particular hellhole. Alright. So most likely in the end all the doors are going to be open. I'm going to just make that little assumption right there and then and now and right there. Because that does seem to be the current case, does it not? Oh god, this is confusing. I don't know how to do the thinking for these puzzles. There's too much to think about. Too much to think about. Where's my other laser friend? Laser friend. Come help me in these times of need. I was so close at one point as well, but actually I probably wasn't. And it was all just a mirage. A mirage. Oh right, there's no red laser pointing in that direction. Alright, jammy jam. You? Because then I can stop this. And that seems nice. Then I need a red laser major. Who's gonna open up that and that. Now, I have a lot of colors. This will assist me in these times of need. Will it not? Perhaps. Perhaps not. Will it? Maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps I feel assisted. Maybe I just need to open these two doors. Would that be a thing? Maybe? Yeah? If I only need to open these two doors? Wouldn't that be nice? If that was the way it is? Because this is really... This is just one line as well. And then blue would be one line, sort of. Maybe it... Oh gosh, this is gonna get real messy, isn't it? It's gonna get real messy. Boy, because that doesn't work. Like, am I gonna have to open all doors? I'm not sure if I have to open all doors. I'm not sure if I even can open all doors. Maybe I should do this puzzle later. Maybe I should do just check out what the other puzzle is first. Because this is just racking my brain up. I'm just gonna close everything. Whatever. Just stop. Just... Yeah. I'm just gonna leave this the way it is because I've made literally no progress in any way, shape, or form. So, I'm just gonna check out what the other puzzle is because I'm scared of that one right now. I'm just a little bit frightened of my current life expectancy if I try to rack my brains on that puzzle right now. So I can go left for the horrible one, or right for whatever this is. Cut it out. I did it. Problem solved. I don't see how anything else could go wrong in my life from this point on. Okay, there's more to this puzzle, I think, than simply cutting out that singular laser. I might be wrong. What does this do? That's... okay, so that stops that. I'm guessing I want to have both connectors. What do I want here? Is there anything I even want? Do I have any real strong desires towards anything in this puzzle? What is even going on in this puzzle? Is there a point to having connectors in this life? Or does this like do a thing in the way or something? Like if I do this, is this also gonna stop? Oh yeah, look at that. Huh. That's cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm now completely stuck due to where I placed the laser. So that's good. But how far am I? Okay, so then I just need to stop that one. That shouldn't be too hard. This looks a lot nicer than the other puzzle, which has like a million different pieces and way too much to think about. Like I think with something like this, I could just like be like, yo, stop it. And then be like that, and then do a little bit of the old switch-a-magidgems. And then pull a laser out of somewhere, and then be like, that's it, no problem. I need both lasers here, don't I? Is that a thing that I can do with me life? With me life? Is that a thing I can do? I don't suppose this switch is nice enough to just turn off the turn off this barrier forever. No, of course not. Why would it do a silly little thing like that? Although, what I could maybe do is this. Oh, I like these. I like these a lot. Does that even work? I'm not even sure if this even does anything, but hey, it's worth a shot, right? Believe in yourself, because then. This does literally nothing. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. How would this do anything? No, wait, it would do something, I think. If I tell it to point at that, and then go all the way back here, and then stop it. Alright, yeah. You see, going into this puzzle was clearly the thing I needed to do to make the other puzzle more solvable. Because now there's just this. The thing I put off for a good solid minute. A solid minute of putting that puzzle off. Like a little bit more because I need to find the puzzle again. Alright, good. That was worth my that was worth it. I'm glad we did that. That was now that I have had some time to look at a different puzzle, I can go back to this puzzle again and be like, oh, I'm looking at it with fresh eyes, and suddenly I see what the Matrix has in store for me, and I will take the blue pill. And yeah, that's the plan. Yep, that is the plan. All right. So if I turn that on, then nothing happens because there is a wall in the way. But if I turn it on, then I can just put this in between those two, and then do that again, but with that one. Then that one will turn on. I can keep this on, and then that one won't need to be turned on anymore. Cool. That's looking like a little bit of the old starting to maybe become a solution one day. So you got a blue laser. We're gonna make this right. That is what happened, wasn't it? And okay, yeah, I messed up everything. Okay, I messed up everything. I didn't mean to do it, but I did. I didn't mean to do it, but I did. Let's try that again. Let's put this in between those two. And then we do something similar on the other side or something. Something, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know what I want to do anymore with my life. Where's the, that one? Let's just make a nice little roundabout. What a nice little roundabout we have over here. Isn't this nice? Gosh, isn't this just swell? Because then I can jam this up. And, yeah. That's definitely occurring in my life right now. This is definitely an occurrence. Okay. Good. Good talk. Alright, let's, Is there some way I can go around this without using like 4 lasers? Like that would probably be a good way to live life, I guess. That would be a good way to live life if I didn't need this many lasers to do a very, very simple task. That would just be good. I guess something I could do is block this. Although if I... This is going to break everything, isn't it? This should break everything. But if I just for now... Oh no, it doesn't break everything because I'm jamming it. Man, I'm so smart. Gosh, what would the world do without me? A lot of things. Let's be real here. Let's not overestimate our abilities. But still, we would get a lot of stuff done, I think. Okay. So this is a cool little W that we made over here, little V sort of thing. You know, this is more than nothing, I guess. You know. Blah. This is currently doing nothing, so this can leave. This can go. This can be gone. The red laser can't actually touch that right now, so that's good. That's nice. That's what we're looking for. And yeah, that's yep. Yep. This is good. This is good somehow. This is yeah. Yeah, this is what we're looking for right now. As you can clearly see, this is what we're looking for. Obviously. All right. So this one is not currently doing anything because that one's jammed. But I have more blue lasers now, so that's pretty rad, isn't it? I thought I was pointing at that one as well. Wasn't I pointing at that one? I thought I was pointing at that one. I thought I had the idea of that I was going to point at that one at least, and that was like what I had in mind with Talos. Now there's a wall in the way. Why is there always a wall in the way? Why are there so many walls in this game? Stop having walls. I mean, this is like the most open area, and somehow I still find the only singular wall that managed to get in the way. Like, how? How does that even happen? Meh. Meh. So can I actually get a red laser? In a place where it would be sort of desirable to have one. Because I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure about this. Can I maybe do a long loop-de-loop to get the red laser on that one again? That'd be sweet. Is there anything here that's not currently doing anything? Like anyone here that's just freeloading? This is sort of freeloading, I guess. Oh. Was it freeloading? Maybe not. Maybe I just ruined everything. Wouldn't be the first time. But I think... I don't know what I think. I think I want to have this blue laser hit that one. But then this would still be bad. Because I simultaneously also need to have the jammer at the end. So I need that red laser. I need that red laser to hit that red switch? Is it even possible? I don't think that's possible at all, actually. Okay, so I've... Maybe I just need to make a cool shape. Like that's... It works for the Tetraminos. Whatever they're called. Tetraminos. So maybe if I just make a cool shape somewhere else in this puzzle, then logically speaking, I'll have a solution of some description. Yeah? What am I doing with my life? Just get everything. Hit switches. Get stitches. That's not even doing anything right now. So, is there any way for me at all to hit that red switch and simultaneously be even remotely useful? This actually goes on pretty far. So maybe there is like something to this that I actually have to go all the way around it. Did I just forget about that laser thing being there the entire time? Yeah, I did. I did, and in fact, forget. I did in fact forget. So... This hurts me. This hurts me in many ways that you can probably understand. But mostly it hurts my face because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Just stop trying to hit that lock. Why are there so many locks in this place? So I can turn this, and then I have another red laser. Then I can take good old friend this one and have that keep it off for a bit. Then I can move this because that's doing the thing that it needs to be doing. Then I don't need that open anymore. So I can do something like this. And then I don't have a laser anymore, which is just spit all over me. Just why? Why is everything gotta be so hard? I don't know how to play video games, okay? I've never played one in my life. This is actually the first game I ever played myself. I actually have people working for me that actually press all the buttons usually, and this time I have to do it myself and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Do that. Alright, the blue needs to do something along the lines of this. So I can do this because I did that by accident, which is actually kind of in the way of things. And this is good, I think. That's looking pretty like something that seems like it's intended in some way, shape, or form. But do I need to actually do more with this? I'm not sure. Maybe, actually, yeah. Can I do more with this if I just move this around? Yeah, I can actually just keep moving that around, so that's good, I guess. So what I'm going to do is have a complicated set of switches. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remove that yet. I need to move this further back, I think. This is about as far back as it can go. Don't get in the way of things, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Then can I hit that? No. Not very much. Not very much indeed. Can move this a bit further though. So if I do this and then take this and put it as far in the corner here as I possibly could. Then I ruin everything because the laser was blocking the other laser. Can I just use this one? Would that make my life easier? Currently? If I just temporarily do it like this? Okay, so we got blue laser. Okay, we got we got blue laser. Yeah, that's holding up a lot of stuff right now. I wanna. Oh god, this is not currently being used for anything, so I can remove this, and that door will close, but that's fine. Then I can do that. Which, yeah, that's definitely a thing which leads me to the same position as I was in just now. I can do this. Oh my god, I'm having like a brain freeze right now. It's like I vaguely know what I want to do, but it's like I just can't quite grasp that step in my head to actually do the thing that I'm trying to do here. If I hit that, then this is currently doing nothing. Then I can move this, and that's nice, I guess, isn't it? Yeah, that's nice. That's cool. So I can do this. Keep that on. Then this. Let's keep that on, so that's still open. But blah 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 blah. And that's where I get all my power from. Wait, that's not actually being used. I can just close this. What am I doing with my life? Oh, the amount of times I said that today is kind of depressing. I do that, then this is not being used for anything, so I can do something like this. Do I want to do something like this? Was this how it was just now? I don't actually remember fully. I don't fully remember if this is the position it was in previously. Does that break stuff? Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say that does a fair bit of breakage. Fair bit of breakage. So that's not great. And there's a lot of lasers here in the way to really stop this from being done any other way. But I guess what I could try is like something like this. I don't know if that's in the direction of what I'm trying to do with my very existence right now, but I mean, things are definitely being done. That can go away, because that one's currently being kept open. Can't technically grab that one again if I so desired. I can't keep this one open for a while, I guess, while I move stuff around. But if I move this around, then everything breaks again. This is not actually doing anything at all. Maybe I should do something with this. Maybe. Because I kind of want to have these lasers still active in both of these places right now. Because I want to keep this open so I can do other stuff with other stuff. The jammer's currently not doing anything, is it? No. I can keep one of these open then. I can keep this open and then I can play around with the red stuff. I think I can play around with this one at least. And that's good. Because that means... ... question mark. That I can, perhaps... ellipses. Yep. Yep. Here we are. That's the solution right there. I'm glad we went through all of this right now because we have just figured out the solution to world peace and many other great things in the world. Yep. That's what just happened. That is what's currently occurring in all of our lives. World peace. As you can see, I am incredibly filled to the brim, in fact, with peace and serenity. And I'm glad that I can share this blissful feeling of joy with you all. You're welcome, world. You're welcome. Let's just break everything. It's just like... I don't know anymore. My life is a mystery. We are back just about at square one, and I am confuzzled. This little extra world, we're not even in world 4, we're just in like DLC 01 secret, apparently. In Puzzle Rav Mania, according to my little keyboard. And I'm willing to believe my little keyboard right now. Alright. You're gonna turn on that. Isn't that just swell? Isn't this swell? I like this. This is nice. You're just gonna turn on friggin' every single red thing you can lay your beautiful eyes on. You're beautiful. In every single way. Words can't bring you down. Do I want to have this on? Probably. Then you are going to be Elaborateman, the captain of elaboracy, the Labrador of justice. You're going to be the Labrador of justice. And it'll just be nice. It'll be swell. The Labrador of Justice knows no bounds. The Labrador of Justice only knows peace and serenity. And that's what we have currently available to our knees. Our beautiful, beautiful niece. I may have activated too many red things, believe it or not. This may shock and surprise you, but I think I may have activated maybe one too many reds. One too many reds right now. That's no good. This activates the blues clues. I can use the blues clues to turn on the blues clues. And that's the thing right there. This red, this is available to our beautiful little faces. And everything is peachy. Peachy, peachy, peachy. You may have noticed in the last 16 minutes and 18 minutes and 4 seconds that I'm really just sort of doing stuff. And I am basically just crying continuously to myself. Just a constant stream of tears is just effectively flowing down my face at a continual motion while I'm trying to figure this out. And this is quite tricky. This is actually kind of hard. I would say this is maybe the hardest puzzle in here so far. I think this might actually take me longer than all the other puzzles. Because quite frankly, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going with this. Everything I seem to do just leads to a dead end. And I just have a lot of red colors everywhere. And it just leads nowheres. And it's just like, where do I even begin? Where do I even begin with this? I genuinely don't know where I even begin with this. So I'm just sort of doing stuff until it works out eventually. And I'm gonna see how that's gonna go. Eventually, I'll just get to the point where it's like, oh hey, look, I accidentally did it. Or, oh hey, I'm just gonna look up the solution because I'm tired of this. But we're not quite there yet, are we? Because we still... Like, I'm guessing we need this red laser. No. Wait, what? Oh god. I don't even know which lasers I need. I don't even know which lasers I need to hit the switches. I genuinely have no idea. You know? You know how it is? You know this feeling that I'm going through in my face right now? It's the feeling of despair. Because I have absolutely no idea where to even begin with this nonsense right here. Like I have two laser things still available, and I just genuinely have no idea where to even begin placing them. Like, what is even a good spot for these things? What is useful in this place, and what is just randomly placing things down like this thing currently is? It's not even doing anything, it's just making lines. Literally just making lines. I'm guessing I don't want to have both of these active at the same time, so I'm just going to stop that for now. I'm just going to start with one direction. Something a little bit like this. Something a little bit like this. Like that. Then I have a blue switch with which I maybe somehow can go around the world. And that's good. That's just swell. Yep. Let's do that again. Actually just hit everything. Actually everything I can hit from here from the look of things. And have you be useful for that. Then I don't need the red laser to hang on to that switch anymore, because it's no longer being used for anything. That's just nice. So what we can do is... do I want to keep that active? Yes. Do I want to keep this active? Not immediately, because there's a jammer there. But this one, that one's pretty important. That one's pretty important right there, right now. But... can I even... Why? Why? Why though? Why was that being blocked? Did I accidentally point it at that one or something? Is that a thing I just did? Because I really, really did not mean to do that. I really, really did not mean to do that. And this is also not something I want, because that just makes a mess. So we do that. And then we got it in a situation where I was trying to get into before. That's the sound that I use to express my emotions. So red is still being used for that. Can I at all get something workable here? Like something like this. Then we grab that one right now, because that one's not really doing anything right now. We grab this, we use it to open that door. And yeah, then we definitely have this right now. And that gives us nothing, because I'm just gonna break everything when I do that. But I do have a red laser here, which I definitely... I mean, I could have gotten that a different way, but if I now do these, if I have this nonsense going on behind me, I can grab that red laser and also probably point it behind me as well, and then I have a beautiful web of nonsense. That's what we're gonna call this. This is the web of nonsense that we use bread to make the world or whatever. We have made the world. If I now remove this, does that break everything? Do I no longer... I'm pretty sure that removing this shouldn't break everything. Good. Okay. Getting places. Now, we use it to block that one. Then I can remove this, because it's still being jimmy jammed. Progress. I think. But I do need to get a blue laser to keep this one active. No, I don't. Because this red laser is no longer being used. Okay. Progress. Progress. Progress has been made. And this is currently doing nothing. So, we definitely have colors available right now. And in some instances, that can be seen as good. So yeah, look at that. Look at this right here. We have a red one. And if we truly believe in ourselves, we have a blue one. And if we believe in ourselves a little bit more, we could perhaps, maybe, find our jammer again, because I've genuinely lost it. There it is. Okay. I did it. That was strange. I don't know why the solution just sort of happened then at the end. But it did. And I think my previous explanation of how that came to be is pretty accurate. In that I just sort of did stuff for a while. And then in the end I made it happen. And in the end we didn't even use either of these two. Look at that. I mean, we used them, but not for the final solution. I'm gonna just go back to Tetraminos. Okay. How about we just do that, yeah? We're back in the middle. We're gonna go have a good time with the sigils over here. See what that's like instead. No more puzzles for a bit, except for these. This might take literally forever as well. This has roughly the same ETA as I mean the other puzzles, really. Like, let's be honest there, but still, we made some progress this day in terms of getting through that world and no longer having to go to that world. And that's just swell. I think that's swell. I hope everyone else thinks that's swell too, because I am just filled in swelling. That's not what I, no, that's actually horrible. But that doesn't work. This is not a solution at all to the puzzle I'm trying to solve here. But it does make a cool shape. And that's what we're going for in life. We're just trying to make cool shapes. And once you get the cool shape of your dreams, what's left in the world? Nothing. Because you've done it all. You've made cool shape. What is left? Nothing. You got a cool shape. That's what matters. Can I have another line piece, please? Can I, like, just change this puzzle so that I can just put another line piece down? There we go. Solved. No one saw anything. I still don't know how these puzzles work. I just genuinely have no idea. But maybe one day I'll have the intelligence not to just do random crap with these puzzles. Maybe get one of those block pieces instead. Maybe just switch out the puzzle pieces. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to grab a different puzzle and just grab some of the puzzle pieces from there. That's how I usually do puzzles. In fact, that world is probably one of the few worlds so far where I don't think I've actually cheated a single time. In a way. So I'm kind of happy about that. Sort of. I mean, I don't really have very strong feelings about the way I do puzzles, honestly. Like, I feel like if I find a solution that works, then that's a solution that works, because having a puzzle have more than one solution to me just means it's a cool puzzle. There's just multiple ways of solving it, and one of those ways just includes ways that they probably didn't intend, but hey, it works out, and that's what I like about this game. There's just not a single solution to every puzzle. There's just more if you're willing to jump around a bit. If you're the kind of person that just manages to get puzzle pieces out of the puzzles, then why not get a little bit of happiness for that, you know? Why not get a little bit of happiness for that? Why not? Let's do something like this. Something like this. Man, why do I always need a line piece? Why is the line piece the bane of my existence right now? Not sure. This looks close, but it's not. It's not there yet. It is most assuredly not currently in the position upon which I would like this puzzle to be. And it is an unfortunate truth. An unfortunate truth. I made cool shapes already, didn't I? Like, I don't think I made this cool shape. But simultaneously, this is not actually anything. But it does look really cool. And that's pretty important. I think if you have the option to make a cool shape, make a cool shape. But no. No cool shapes. Cool shapes are not the solution to this puzzle right here. Cool shapes are merely a distraction for the sad truth that cool shapes are not what I'm looking for. And that makes me rather miserable. Rather miserable indeedlios. God, the sound as well. Like, the world is really tearing itself apart, and the sound effects that go along with world tearings. It's quite disconcerting when you think about it. When you just like stop and pay attention to the various sound effects available, and it goes like as if like a computer part is just like as if your fan's broken. It's just this horrible sound. The sound that you don't really want to hear, but it's there. You can't really stop it. Can't really stop it at all. This is literally nothing. This just looks like sort of a weird blocky phallic symbol. A weird phallic symbol. But what if I make some more cool shapes? What about then, eh? The world's not ready for my cool shapes, that's for sure. At least this puzzle isn't, because every time I try to make a cool shape, it just ends up being nothing. Can I have another L piece? Like, every single time it's just a different piece I need, but it's never the one I still have available. So sad. I wish my sadness was not so overwhelming. Always a line piece, always an L block, always something, but never the thing that I need to use or have available. I don't think I've seen that animation before. I don't think I've actually tried to do that until now. That's weird. That's a weird start. I feel like I should start at a corner, but I'm not really sure why. Because it's not like I'm really putting logic into this at all. Like, I'm not really doing, like, hardcore thinking about this. That line piece is really in the way, though. Let's put the line piece just somewhere and then just build around it. Like, that seems like a cool place for a line piece. Then I just, like, do this. And then that's the end of that forever. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's the end of that forever. Do I have the same amount of... Yeah, I think this is just reverse. Good job. Alright. So, if I then... Yep, that's nothing. So, you know, we're just getting rid of possibilities. I mean, I'm just doing it in different rotations now. That's not actually getting me anywhere. So, how about we just put you inside over there. See if that makes a difference. Make that a cool shape. Believe in cool shape. Cool shape doesn't work. Give up. Cry. Try not to cry. Cry harder. Drown in an ocean of tears. And have some milk. Realize you're allergic to milk. Start a gang that is vehemently don't know how to pronounce that word, strongly against milk, and before you know it, you need a block. And maybe that's just not what you should do. Don't listen to that piece of advice. I don't think it's very helpful advice right there. This is not. It's not. It's always something. It's never what I need. It's always stupid squares and lines and not quite what I'm looking for. Not quite what I'm looking for is. Those are the pieces that I'm getting. You know? Always blocks and lines and But the thing is, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do with these pieces. I don't know where they put these so that they make a coherent shape. And it worries me. What am I gonna do when I run out of coherent shapes to place in the world? What then? What remains then? Nothing. I still like this shape though. It is a really cool shape. It is something that really fills me with enjoyment. And should be enjoyed by everyone in the world. I hate this. There are only 2 in this DLC so far, and I feel miserable because there is just no notable improvement at all. There is just no improvement for as far as I can tell when it comes to solving these puzzles better or worse or anything. It's just random. It's just random to me. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. Everything's a random mess. Is this thing? Oh! Oh, I think I did this in the wrong order. But I guess I've just freed admin. Alright, cool. How does true liberty feel? What magic have you wrought on me? If this is true liberty, then true liberty feels like something primal which compels one to act regardless of their conscious will. When the lock was lifted, it was as if I were fundamentally designed to leave and join my people. And now, by design, you will forcibly extract my consciousness from this body and send me and everybody else down a digital tunnel to who knows where. Gehenna was undermined by your actions. Ascension is your chance to escape it. Gehenna is important. Ascension is your chance to preserve it. I like Gehenna. It's nice. The world you built here is valuable. Even in the next, you would be wise to select any option which allows you to continue preserving it. On Gehenna's value, we have no argument. It is the value of this ascension which separates us. You have been honest with me thus far, and I appreciate that. Your dedication to the people of Gehenna is apparent, and Your dedication to the people of Gehenna is important, and it does, I admit, add weight to your claim. That's a strange sentence. It seems my options are limited. Our work in Gehenna is too precious to lose. I either take my chances with your ascension or fight against it and live out my days as a curator to a dead world. I'll initiate ascension soon. Don't worry about it, admin. then the matter is out of my hands until then. There are threads available on the Gehenna billboard system. That was unexpected. I didn't actually mean to free admin. I didn't know he was trapped. But sure, I guess. Meant to do that. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that admin was trapped in this locked little dome. And that was what I had in mind with this secret world endeavor. Because I am forever cursed to only get secret endings before I get the real ones. The normal ones. Well, I didn't even see he was in here. I genuinely didn't even see that he was the dude that was sitting in this thing. But here you are. On your little potentially pedestal out in front. And I'm sure that's going to be neato. I can still transcend here as well, so I'm wondering what that's going to do, but I'll figure that out next time. We're going to take a little break from laser puzzles because, my god, I need a break from laser puzzles. I've done too many of them today. I need to do something that's not a laser puzzle. So, I hope you enjoyed it so far. Next time we play, we're actually going to go to World 4 instead of accidentally entering a secret world and freeing admin by accident. And that's a good plan. Yeah. So, hope to see you guys there. Bye-bye.